Alright guys, now we're going to talk about the difference between a needle and a shuttle and exactly how to make both of these objects. Now this is what's really going to help you with your weaving. So I'm going to show you how they both work, and then I'm going to show you how to make both of them, okay? So we're going to start with the needle first. So the needle, I tend to end up messing up with the needle more often than not. And I'm calling this a needle, but it'll be either your chopstick or your pencil that you're using, okay? I tend to mess up with this more often than not because I end up going too fast and then I have to go back and fix my mistakes. But when we're weaving, we go under, over, under, over, right? So with your needle, you can kind of go a little bit further and a little bit faster, right? Because I can get all my warp threads in with my needle. And then when I pull my needle through, I have to kind of make sure that my warp threads don't get caught, right? Make sure my thread doesn't come off my needle. All right, just like that, see, come off. But, so I can get it through, I can get through the warp threads a little bit quicker, but it'll end up coming off your needle sometimes, and sometimes it's just a little bit tougher. So the shuttle, on the other hand, it takes a little bit longer to get through all the warp threads, but it's not going to come apart on you like the needle did. So when we're weaving, we're going to do the opposite of our first strand, right? So we're going to go over, under, over, under, over, under, and I'm just picking up those threads there, over, under, okay? And then when I pull it through, see, it didn't come apart. It's really sturdy, so you can choose whichever one you want to do, okay? But I'm going to show you how to make both of these. So when you're making the shuttle, what you're going to need is this bright paper that I put in your bags, okay? And you're going to need just to cut off a little piece. That's the full length of your bright paper, okay? Now, if you're using glue, you're going to put glue on the whole thing. If you're using tape, you just get a little piece of tape. I'm going to put my thread on this really pretty bright paper, and then I'm going to put the tape vertically on my thread, or my yarn. And then I'm going to fold this bright paper over in half, and then get another piece of tape. If you're gluing, it'll stay. But if you're using tape, you'll need to put another piece of tape that goes just around the top, just like that. Okay? And then I have my shuttle. See? Pretty simple. Now, if you're wanting to use the needle, what you do is you take your yarn, take your needle, or your pencil, or your chopstick, and you're going to put the yarn underneath it. Okay? Then we're going to tie it just like we do our shoe, except not the bow. Okay? So I'm going to take both my sides, I'm going to put them across my pencil. Okay? I'm going to make an X. Then I'm going to take my little side and put it underneath both pieces of yarn. Okay? Now when I do that, it looks something like this, right? Then when I pull tight, it looks like the first part of our shoe. Now, to make a knot, what you do is that exact same thing again. So I'm going to cross my yarn over like an X. Okay, we see the X here? I'm going to take the, I'm going to take the little end right here. I'm going to put it underneath both pieces and through this hole, okay? Put it under both pieces and through the hole, okay? And then it kind of looks like a circle, looks like a knot. And then I'm going to pull both ends really tight, okay? Then I have my needle, okay? So if you need to rewind and watch that again, go for it. It is just the first part of your tying your shoe, but you do it twice, okay? It's the first part of tying your shoe, but you do it twice, all right? So this is what you're going to need the entire time we're doing our weavings, okay? So if you want to make both of them and see which one feels better, that is great too. All right, guys, can't see what we make. See you in a little bit.